Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart, and I'd like to welcome you to this Fiesta Days Grand Marshal special program. Every parade or event typically recognizes some dignitary, a celebrity, or residents that have a long standing in the community, people that have made an impact. And we are happy to have a couple with us today that perfectly fit those qualifications. Let me introduce to you our honorary Grand Marshals for Fiesta Days 2023, Wayne and Melanie Anderson. Welcome and congratulations on this honor. Welcome.
Thank you. It really is an honor. Thank you very much.
So happy to have you
We
here.
appreciate it. Yep, thank you.
Well, we actually just received the Fiesta Days magazine today. Did you see?
There we are.
There you are. I said handsome and beautiful.
Well,
We're there.
you can take that with a grain of salt.
Well, to start things off, let's get just a little bit of background. First of all, tell us a little bit about your background. So, your youth and maybe how you're growing up here.
Well, I've lived in Spanish Fork my whole life.
Okay.
But I started out on the east side of town, up there in the canyon wind. I grew up on a 50-acre cherry farm.
Okay.
And so we had plenty to do, plenty of responsibility, learned how to work hard, but we also played and I enjoyed sports and all kinds of things like that. So as I grew up, I participated in athletics. And then when I got into high school, I really loved football, so I concentrated my efforts on that and had a lot of fun doing that.
Mm-hmm. And what about you? What about your youth? And
I've lived in Spanish Fort my whole life too.
Okay.
And third, fourth generation, whatever. And I grew up on the west side of town.
Okay.
I met Wayne when I was a sophomore and he was a senior, and I liked him on the football field. That's when I first thought, I like that boy.
Okay.
She liked the uniform.
But I played I just grew up close to here, and I loved playing in these fields, and with the neighbor boys we'd play wagon train, and the neighborhood girls we'd play wagon train along this road out here in front of SFCN. It wasn't a road then.
Okay, so east side, west side. So is it typical boy meets girl, or I want to know like the love story. So how did you finally get together?
Well, a couple of interesting things.
Okay.
Number one.
Everybody wants to know.
Yeah, everybody wants to know. I was only turned down on a date once in my life. She was the one that turned me down. And so, and that was in high school. So when I came home from my mission,
Okay.
we owned a farm service store west of town, down by the freeway. And I was coming back uptown one day from the store, and there was a great big yellow Chrysler car stalled across both lanes of the road. Nobody could get
south.
by.
Okay.
So I stopped, and I saw this ravishing, beautiful redhead, hair full of curlers, had her dad's robe and slippers on, and just a real vision of loveliness.
He thought it's got to go up from here.
Right. Okay.
So we got to get better.
So anyway, we started dating, and after some military service and so forth, then we were married.
Well, that is a true love story.
Even though I liked him on the football
I was
field.
going to say something.
The reason I turned him down is he'd been dating my girlfriend.
Oh.
And so I was giving him a space to make sure I wasn't the rebound.
I think my
So I
daughter,
gave him 3 years.
Okay, so maybe it's a girl code or something too. You're not really supposed to break that or something. I've just learned that
Well,
recently.
one of the other things that influenced the whole situation is her dad was one of 16 brothers and sisters.
Oh.
Most of them lived in Spanish Fork. So
Okay.
she, at that time, was related to most of the town.
I still am.
I was the only one available that wasn't related to her, so.
That's not the real reason.
Oh, you two are adorable. Well, obviously, you have been involved in the city for a number of years. How long were you the mayor? Or,
I was mayor for 4 years.
okay.
And I was on the city council 4 years before that. But we've been involved with city things most of our lives, coaching Little League baseball, basketball, football, those kinds of things. We were 4-H leaders of the largest 4-H club in the state for 16, 18 years. And, we've just been involved and active and felt that it was a situation where we could maybe pay back to the community something.
Yes. Well, I know that you've also been involved in the Diamond Fork Rodeo Club. Yes?
When I got on the city council, I was put on the rodeo committee.
Okay.
And the Diamond Fork Riding Club were generous enough to make me an honorary member. And so all the time that I served on the city council and as mayor, and then a few years after that, while I was still on the committee, I was still an honorary member of the riding club. They're a great bunch of guys. I love them all. Hard-working guys and, down to earth, salt of the earth kind of people.
Well, they love you back. So I'm interested to know also, because I help announce the parade every year, and you usually come by on horseback. So is it going to be difficult for you this year to have to come by in a vehicle as Grand Marshal?
Well,
I'll feel better because he's been bucked off, and I will be glad to be in the car.
You'll be happy to be in the car with him, yes.
well, I haven't been bucked off in the parade, but
No.
but I did break a bridle one year, and so I had to get off and fix a bridle right in the middle of the parade.
The
and so-
people in the parade, watching the parade, came running out to help him. People that knew what to do, so it was kind of cool.
Scary, right? Now you talked a little bit about your family. So how many children do you have?
We have 6.
6. Okay.
4 boys and 2 girls.
Okay, so your son was in the studio earlier. He is one of the committee members
Yes.
this year helping, right, with Fiesta Days.
Yes. He's our 3rd child.
Our oldest is a daughter
Okay.
who lives in Delta with her family.
Okay.
Next one was a son. The next one was Garrett, whom you
Right,
met.
okay.
The next one is another girl. And then we had 2 more boys.
Oh my
So-
goodness.
It's Nanelle, Jay Wyatt, Garrett, Angelique, Chet, and Jade.
Okay. What is your proudest accomplishment?
Probably them.
Your kids?
Yeah.
And the grandchildren. We have 20 grandchildren and
2
2
great-grandchildren.
little girls.
Oh wow. And
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
I'm sure that they're all going to come and watch you at the
yes.
parade, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm very fortunate too, because my mother is still alive,
Wow.
and she's 98 years old, and she is really excited about coming over to Fiesta Days parade
Again.
so that she can watch us go down Main Street.
Wow.
Yeah.
That really is heartwarming. That I bet she is so super
She is
proud.
excited. Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Are you also, is the entire family going to the rodeo?
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got tickets and we got seats there, and so we make sure we get everybody there that wants to go.
Okay. And what about, are there any other Fiesta Days traditions that that's special to your family? Is there something that you do every single year that's unique to
We
your
all
family?
sit together.
Okay.
And because my dad worked at Zion's Bank, we sit at Zion's Bank. And my sister's brothers and his even are coming to the, and we of course go to the rodeo, and we have to hit the carnival and the park. I've made 2 floats, maybe I've made 3 floats for the children's parade.
Oh,
so
I love
we go
that.
to the children's parade, and we meet every morning for that, and then we go to breakfast. So.
And then her family, for years, have had a tradition of having kind of a family reunion up at the city park. So
The Nielsen family
you can imagine with 16 children and all of that, it gets to be a pretty good sized group.
I'm not
I'm
in
sure.
charge this year.
Well, you've said that Wayne loves Fiesta Days more than Christmas. How is that true?
Well, I just love Fiesta Day. I love everything about it. I love the atmosphere, love the people, I love the rodeo, I love the parade, the crowds.
The hometown
I
feel.
love going through the park and
Meeting old friends.
They used to have the dunk tank
Yes.
and stuff. That was always fun to go to. And
You didn't go, you were in the dunk
yeah, I had an opportunity to be dunked, but
several
Well, that's
times.
fun too, right?
so, and the car show, everything about
about it.
Yeah, it's just a great atmosphere in the community, and it brings, the town has grown. When we were kids, there was about 5,000 people in Spanish Fork. There's over 40,000 people now, but I think Fiesta Days helps bring that spirit of community that we've always felt, even when it was small, even with all the growth.
Right. Well, you've had a lot to do with that, and people have such the kindest things to say about you. We are thrilled for both of you. So thank you so much for being here, and we are looking forward to seeing you at Fiesta Days.
Well,
Thank you very much. We're
Thank
excited
you.
too.